this is Action. Welcome back to this video channel. Today I'm going to share with you a tip for you to achieve a greater emotional freedom. Now this tip basically revolves around how do you deal with people or incidents when they happen that are negative. Okay. Now let's say you were to experience meeting a person or having an encounter that's really negative, okay, and then the person is really unbearable, the words that you say, the actions that you do, and what would you do? All right, will you naturally feel bad about it, or you feel angry and then you engage and then you retaliate and then spoil your whole day? Is that what a typical response of you will look like? All right, ask yourself, all right, what would you do in this kind of situation? If your answer is that you will respond like what I mentioned just now, then actually you are basically removing the power for you to control your own emotions, all right, and then you let the power go to the person who is the negative person. All right, so this is not the way to go. All right, if you want to achieve a greater emotional freedom, okay, what you should be looking at is taking the power, okay, empowering yourself. Now, how do you empower yourself? Okay, empowering yourself in this kind of negative situation and not being affected negatively by this kind of emotion, okay, would require you to actually first of all have a right perspective of such negative experiences or negative people. Now, what do I mean? Having a proper perspective, or rather a defensive perspective, or rather something that is beneficial for you, a perspective should revolve around viewing the negative incident or negative experience or negative person, okay, as something that is undesirable. What do I mean? Okay, it can in fact be quite vivid. All right, now imagine if I were to take this analogy, right? You walk down the street and then you see someone spill over the trash can. The garbage is all rolled onto the streets. All the filthy, decaying food, all the smelly and the liquids, and all the flies, all the disgusting things that you see from the garbage all sprawl onto the floor at the sidewalk, okay, right in front of you. What would you do? Now, common sense will tell you that most people seeing upon coming upon such a scene, right, you will immediately divert your path. All right, you will either walk around the rubbish chute, or if it's that unbearable, some people may even U-turn and walk backwards and find another route to wherever you're going. So interestingly, all right, this is actually common sense behavior. When the trash can spills and the rubbish all over, smelly, ugly and disgusting, and then people will approach that, natural response, turn around, walk back, or U-turn, make a detour, go around it. All right, do not step on it. In fact, hold your breath. Right, don't even look at it. All right, so all the senses are involved. Right, don't look at it. Don't smell. Close your, cover your nose, cover your mouth. Do not breathe. Okay, hold your breath, and then until you are safe, and then you walk away. All right, and then before you know it, the next 5 minutes you probably forgot about it, and then engage in your walk to your next journey again. Right, so I want you to adopt a perspective towards negative people and negative incidents or negative experience, just like how will you approach a spilled trash can. Okay, so whenever you approach and then someone negative comes into your life and then starts saying things that makes you angry or makes you upset, or a negative experience happened to you, you feel really lousy, and then or a negative encounter with a kind of situation. So what do? If that thing is to be resolved, you have got to resolve it. I mean, if the trash can spills at your home, right, you got to deal with it. You got to sweep it up. You can't avoid it because it's your home, right? You got to deal with it. But if it's a random person on the streets, maybe on the traffic when you drive, and then someone suddenly, impatient driver, cuts your lane and then say some profanities at you, or being impatient at you, or maybe you're on a queue, someone cuts your queue and things like that. So such things happen, and then you have the perspective of the trash can. All right. Ugly, disgusting, smelly things spill on the sidewalk, walk away, detour, U-turn. So same thing, negative experience happen to you, negative people appear and say negative things about you, talk to you in a not so nice way, this, view it like the trash can. Okay, it's gonna be quite vivid, but imagine this, alright? If you view it like a trash can, you won't even bother talking about them. You not look at them, you just avoid them like plague, and then you try not to even, you try to hold your breath and just detour, or basically you do not take what they give you. You just leave it as it is. Alright, the words that they throw at you, their behavior, do not take it. Alright, do not take it into your heart, do not take it into your mind. In fact, forget it as soon as you can. Just ignore it, detour, make a detour, bypass, let them go about their nonsense, okay, the ramblings, whatever, and then you are away on your path again, and then you will not look at them again. Alright, so when things happen in such a casual scenario, and then you have negative people, negative scenario, remember, detour around it, just like how you will detour around the trash can that has spilled. Alright, so if you were to adopt this vivid perspective of viewing all these negative things and people as the spilled trash can, I think it's easier for you to have a reflex reaction of U-turning or detouring or just bypassing them. Alright, they're not worth it. Okay, do not let their actions or words or behavior or their whole encounter experience spoil your day. They are not worth it. Alright, so once you see that perspective, okay, it'll be easier. Okay, each time, maybe the first time is a bit counterintuitive, the second time it gets better, and then the third time, fourth time becomes like second nature, becomes easier. Just imagine, right, the scene of the spilled trash can, and what will you do? Alright, will you step on it? Will you engage it? Will you go there and take a sniff? Would you actually spend effort to even indulge in that trash can? You won't. Alright, so similarly, do not use your energy or your attention or your focus, do not use it on such negative people and events, and hopefully you get better at it, and then you will get yourself free from this unnecessary unhappiness or disturbance to your emotions, and you will eventually be able to enjoy greater emotional freedom as you go about your daily life. I hope you enjoyed what you listened to today, and be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and visit myhappyfeet.com, myhappyfeat.com, for more awesome and free content to help you to lead a happier, more fulfilling life, as well as for you to reach your potential. And here's Zach Chen signing off. Goodbye.